Danganrompa V3 Killing Harmonies rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome back to a new episode. This time around we are, oh shoot, I forgot, I told you guys I was going to appear here. But maybe we have to talk to Maki again.
By the way.
Oh, nope.
That's right. Okay.
Only he could have picked the lock. Dang it, why did I do that? Okay, well, we have to investigate Angie, right? There's gotta be something here that we're just not seeing. Still Rantero, Oma. We already got the katana and the Namakon, Angie's body. Pool of blood. Alright. The small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. It can't be from her forehead. Blood in the back of her neck. This blood is dry. This didn't spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. So if it's a 2 a.m. time of death, list the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There's several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaido, at least. That guy's useless. Anyways, let's continue. Thank God.
Got a minute?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep. This time investigate. We need to hurry up. Oh, you're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate Anthropology Lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check the place the katana really came from. That place. Is there anything wrong, Maki?
By the way.
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
Fine. Just don't get used to it. I asked you, but it's fine by me. Sure, the Maki's a tremendous help to me. As I was saying, like, she's an assassin. Sure, her help will be crucial in all of this. You know? Yes! I wanted to leave this room for the past 20 minutes. Alright, let's go to the Ultimate Anthropology Lab. Not a huge fan of this area. Do not like the creepy atmosphere. Hi. I have a feeling a second murder is going to take place. If they're going by tradition. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... Wait, but it's right there. It's just the sheath. Oh, okay. Yeah, the katana's inside the sheath. Okay. Yeah, because, Kokichi grabbed it. He knew about the stickiness of the katana. I don't think it was... I think they're going to try to pit it on him. But he knew it was sticky. Why would he use a weapon that he knew he would have to, like, wash up from?
That's true.
Isn't the Mikio suspicious? This is his research lab, after all. No. Not necessarily. Anyone could have come here and taken it.
True.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. Gold leaf katana is then updated to the truth teller section of your monopad. There's Kokichi. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now, but then again, I guess it is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we needed for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for a seance. Yeah, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage earlier, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you need a cage and a wooden dog statue and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need this stuff either. That's why you figure we need a little research on the seance before I got the sheet. Study? So let's see. Kokichi took a look around and I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, the Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see, what does it say about the Cage Child Seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, this is the page. It's hard to read, but I can see the Cage Child mentioned here.
Yeah.
It's like a pentagram type thing. Oh, the Kyo is drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Cage Child, you need 5 people, including a spirit medium, and a dark place with no light. Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle, pass down from the Cage Dog Village on the ground. Then in the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle. And the rest are forehead on the stone on the ground. Afterward, the 4 other participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it in a white sheet. Finally, the dog... Oh, I bet Kyo's gonna die. Finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. Also says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god, do you mean the wooden statue? While preparations are complete, turn out all lights in complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are standing in each corner of the room. 4 participants, not included in the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song asks, is the caged child? Then they say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. This sounds complicated.
But
Playing complicated games have a better chance of working on the end, wouldn't you say? I don't know. Whether it works out or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. He really has been. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of these copies, I've already memorized it. But I never thought they'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
right.
Oh yeah, he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it. Is it even possible contacting Angie's ghost? You're so curious. Why don't you join us, Riichi? Huh? You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
Still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so?
I don't understand.
I'm glad I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe it or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking. Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Okay. I know our investigation mode, but I still believe another murder can happen. If we're following trend from the first 2 games, in the first 2 games, a double murder occurred in both instances. The first one was an intentional double murder. The second one was an accidental double murder. The third one, well, the first one was the second one had the first intentional murder, but the second one was unintentional. I'm wondering if this one, both murders were unintentional. Middle room. I don't like this cookiness.
Hello.
Kokishi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You're most welcome to join us. I'd like to say, however, only 5, including spirit medium, may join. Ah, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out. Why me? Well, I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking of this for a while. We're about to say this don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help is appreciated, Kibo. Don't you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing. No one's apologized yet. Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad when we start shooting electromagnetic waves at us. Why would I do that? Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, don't forget its betrayal, Shuichi. Well, he'll be fine. What did I do?
So then,
Now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings. Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. The drawn is purified salt, so it is not easily disturbed or stepped upon. You drew his magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes the sentence seances more likely to succeed.
well then,
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. Magic circle is broken. Not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse. Got it. I'll be careful. I suppose you're able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
do not.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the caged child song memorized. You should also do the same.
Do you understand?
I've copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
I have to memorize the lyrics now? You're a detective, so I expect your memories of the task. Here's the melody. Yeah, I'm not excited about this.
Okay.
I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Well then, let's begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yeah, we finally get to see Angie. For that, we'll shoot a spiritual medium. It'd be best with a girl. Then I'll do it. Oh boy, I don't think anyone but me and Angie Spirit could go in. No, I'll do it. Because you're Spirit Medium, you'll be able to talk to Angie. Yeah?
That's right.
Oh boy, Tenko, no, you're gonna die. That way you can say goodbye to her. After you finish saying your goodbyes, you can keep channeling and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else, please.
By the way,
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You feel better when you do. I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. Venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Oh, they're made up.
So
Yay.
then,
So now we decided on a spiritual medium. Let's begin. Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later. I'm scared for Tenko.
now
Uh.
I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
Okay.
It's a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Ah, that's creepy.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete.
She probably
Whatever
got
you
this.
You mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
I was gonna say, this probably shouldn't be that hard for her. she'd probably fall asleep in that position.
So then,
Just as we go to work, there are many things left to be done. First, we must place the iron cage atop of Tenko. I shall let Shuichi and Kokichi. So please keep in mind, walk carefully and do not disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
Made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role.
I mean, like, if you don't place the cloth correctly, you'd probably disturb the salt, wouldn't it?
How are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The 4 of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
Yeah, but you don't have, like, the strongest people in the group there. You're probably the strongest out of all of them.
Wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing we need to take care of.
So then,
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. Next time you open your mouth, it'll be Angie speaking through you.
Got it!
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance.
well,
Goodbye, Tenko. I have a feeling this is the last time I'll see you. The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We stood in a different corner.
now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
Okay.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie. Then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness, pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't see my own body. Overcoming my intellectual fear of the dark, I moved along the back corner and then began singing.
At last, at long last. Young guard dog and little lost girl sealed within.
Okay, so this really creeps me out. We're just, we're good. I'm good. We can just pretend that none of this is happening, and we'll just thunk.
Will the guard dog run far?
No, I'm perfectly fine with not knowing any of this. I'm just gonna skip the entire thing because it really creeps me out. We're like,
Say.
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now, if the medium answers.
Say.
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga? What's going on?
Say.
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga?
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear. You were not speak. Yes. Something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's try to light the candles briefly.
Huh?
What? Is that okay?
Well.
Just for now. Confused, I walked along back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. I bet she's dead. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance is perfect.
What?
And if Angie not coming, is that why Tenko's in there? Tenko?
I see.
I told her she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows your orders well, but how we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, spirit may stay in the medium's body. Seeing how this is a failure, I don't think many spirit is sticking around, but whatever. Okay. Exactly the way Orikyo instructed. Now look at the ground. Look at the ground behind the sheet. Yep. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside. Oh.
Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and...
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monofine's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Brown? Oh, it's normal now. I guess it's predicting this. Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. Yeah, when she gave that speech and she volunteered, like when they're like, Himiko's gonna do it, I'm like, oh no. And then like Tenko's doing it, I'm like, oh no. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How is this happening?
How this happened?
Tenko, Gunter's so sorry. Tenko could protect you. Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting a seance. What happened?
Well,
I don't know. What's happening? I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes? Huh?
if so,
What happens even if there are 2 murders by 2 people? What if there are 2 Blackened? Do we need to find them both at the class trial?
that's right.
Now you mention it, that's a good point. What will happen in that scenario? Huh, what happened? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that.
Well, you look lost too, Monodam. I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Aw, man, they're disorganized. You can't decide on the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate. Father always knows to do this. You ask him for help.
No way.
You've already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. It's all our fault Daddy ended up like that. It's your fault, Monofini. Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. We gotta use the power of love. That'll snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father, just an empty shell now.
That's right.
That's not true. Anything's possible. The power of love. You don't understand because you've never loved before, Monodam. Daddy, I love you, so please come back to normal. I want to see you, Father, with all I love you with all my heart. Aw, you're making me blush. I'm back. Oh, we did good while I was away.
Thank you so much, my adorable dark.
He's even got himself.
I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation. Oh, that tickles. Father's intense love is getting me all soaked. Daddy, your tongue feels amazing. Is that another way?
I'm like, we're stopping that. Mm-mm.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax. Normally, most companies won't even let you take off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is not just whether to leave or you get permission or not. Huh? So wait, who's the Baldy then? Oh, that's just that part-timer I had to cover while I was gone. Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here. Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that the nuance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again? Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are 2 Blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. The first come, first served. First come, first served. The Blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target. In other words, if the Blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer would be considered the Blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself was a waste of a victim. Oh, really? So we might have a second murderer just on the loose.
Now then,
I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Monokuma file 3 hasn't updated to the truth bullet section in your monopad. Well, everything is going smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. He's not happy. Nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. That's something better than spending time with my cute cubs. As long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice.
That's why he's so amazing. Please let. Oh, nope. Monodam's not happy about this. So it makes sense of that.
Listen closely.
If both murders have different culprits, then our votes will determine Angie's killer. We don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in
How
case.
exciting.
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit.
You're a psycho.
Shuichi!
Shuichi, this is bad. Huh? This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused. I'm in no shape to help right now. This is where you need to step up.
Listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, let's check the Monokuma file first. Victim is Tenko yeah. The ultimate Aikido master. The body is found in the middle of room on the 4th floor. Time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. To the back of the neck. Not to the front? Weird. Stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's would cause of death. Doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
No, God, not again. Curse! He grabbed her.
Hey,
What? Curse? Kaito, calm down.
I love it when he grabs her and gives her a hug. Like, please.
Don't screw around.
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
A dull sound reverberated throughout the room. Oh, she hit him in the face.
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay?
My bad.
Not bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. She punched him in the face. Shuri's investigation. Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
Driven time to mourn Tenko's death as our old knives are at risk. That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And I think earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry,
Can
Tenko.
this be?
That's all Ganta's fault. Ganta failed to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us off guard. Everyone's panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder because I'm a detective. Investigation resume.
well,
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate if we wanted to.
Got it.
Ganta, bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary.
ah,
Yeah, that's not necessary at all. Huh? Why? Show him, Kibo. Show me your new power. New power. Does his hair glow? Oh, his eyes and flashlights?
eyes lit up.
I, Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
They're the strangest couple I've ever seen.
Oh man.
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
Okay.
Let's bright now, so we should hurry with the investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Kiwa's flashing function has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Oh my gosh, if he can see in the dark, that does make him a suspect. Okay. The wooden dog statue used in the seance, I believe, is called the Dog God. During the seance, the wooden statue was on top of the cage. Forrest took to remove it. Wooden statue is pretty heavy. Kia says about 175 pounds. It's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your mother? What? I'm kidding. Anyway, I was just leaving the thing top of the cage and think I would have been able to get it so easily. Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Alright, dog station added shoe section bowl in your monopad. It's the white sheet we use for a seance. Placed on top of the cage. Kia was the one who removed it.
Is this?
This cloth's pretty thick. Similar to the curtain window, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a bloodstain right on the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through the cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. But it says in the back of the neck and her head was facing down. Unless she flipped over. She was told she shouldn't, but she said it was easy, so she shouldn't have flipped over. Oh, I can't investigate the cage? Oh, okay. Magistrate Kia drew on the floor. Well, at least it was. When he stomped over, I suppose it's unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drama salt? Whenever I perform a seance, I always salt. Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous. Ridiculous? I performed many successful seances. Why? Spirits enter my body. Shut up. I don't want to hear your stupid delusions. In any case, the footprints, I can't make the original circle.
so what?
Find out Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey.
Isn't that right, Kyo? I'm depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Magic Circle Kyo then added to selection your monopad. Okay. Tenko's body. Poor Tenko. I mean, she was just starting to become like a better person. So I don't have to... Okay, so we can now view the iron cage. It looks like it's about 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's pretty a large iron cage, big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But Himiko rushed in and removed the cage first. Hey, look at this.
Is this?
The blood stain on the bottom of the cage, probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
I just saw this splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I think you're right, Tenko went under in the cage before the seance. My 2 suspects are Kibo and Sugumi. When the cage was lifted under the seance, she was already dead.
Then?
She was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. Well, explain the bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. I mean, yeah, well, it was during the seance because we heard a crash. So we heard the crash, she kind of panicked, looked up for a second, and then a stab happened, or something like that. Tenko's body, she took one last breath, crouched over like this. According to Mokufi, her only injury was stabbed into their neck. The wound was fatal. The wound was supposed to cause instant death. I didn't hear her scream during the seance. Oh, wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With the wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. Are you speaking from experience?
That's
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well, then that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, was she killed with... I don't see a murder weapon around. If I don't see the object murder weapon, that could be a clue. Okay. Let's check. I mean... I need to check everything around her. Heaven forbid I forget one tiny little thing. This little bird's loose. He was right under Tenko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly.
Looks like this before. It must have been come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
But
Floor was like thick and heavy when it come loose easily. So must have loosened on purpose. This floorboard has been added to the truth slow section of your monopad. Okay, then there's the rock. Marker stone. There's a rock next to Dango's body. This must be... Please rest your forehead upon the stone marker placed here. So I brought from that cart. Sure it'll work. Certainly, it's merely need a star marker for rest of her forehead upon. Like this? Yeah. Tenko rested her forehead on this rock hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Marks been added to the truthful section of her monopad. This stone marked where she was. Hole in the corner. A small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
This?
The hole looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. You can see below, it looks like something dropped down here. What's in dropped down there?
Wait a minute.
Trigger else, why don't we go into the floor to see ourselves?
okay.
Alright, let's do it. Okay. Should make sure there's nothing else I can... Okay, well, let's talk to everybody at least. I said things to make Tenko look suspicious and now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop.
Cry later. Huh?
Because.
Crying will bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
You find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko, for all of us. You're right, Tenko would have wanted us to figure out who she had no regrets. That'd be the best way to apologize. Naki?
Well,
These floorboards seem a little unstable to you. They're tough to walk on. Floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of the cross pieces. Mr. Gonsha told me they're probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top, that's why they're unstable.
Well,
Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
is this?
If someone wanted to remove the floorboard, they could have easily done so, right?
okay.
Yeah, I suppose. Himiko. They're probably most affected by all this. She had Angie and Tenko both gone.
Wait.
Don't have to shake Himiko that much. She's going to break.
What?
She's not talking. It's not like Himiko not there. She must be really shocked over Tenko to leave her for now. Oh, okay. Himiko.
Why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this
Ganta
be?
shows shame. Why Ganta no could protect friends? Kibo,
Leave it to me.
leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines in you all. Kyo,
That cannot
why?
be.
Why did this?
I knew it.
Yeah, I know the mirror is pretty shocking.
But
Of course, I was shocked by that as well. But why does the seance fail? The way it performs all the steps flawlessly.
Ah, yes.
Oh, okay.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
I see, yes.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. It was during the seance, like, you heard a crash before, because they were doing the singing, you remember? Like, crash. Then Shuichi and Koichi place a cage over Tenko. And after that, they place the white cloth. Cage, that's up the thing, yep. She had no way of getting out, at least easily, with the cage and the dog on top. Yeah, Seance should have been complete, but I mentioned I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Thunk. Mystery me as well. I thought maybe someone had a trip, perhaps. That sound for someone tripping. Maybe Kyo knows
What do you
something.
mean?
Then what happened?
Yes.
The call does remote play came as Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. They removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. 4 of us removed the dog god statue and took off the white cloth, and then Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But it'd be difficult in such darkness besides she's in a cage, yes. Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
That is the problem.
I see.
There's another
yes.
problem.
How?
Why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure that out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone removed their corner? Someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance is clearly a sham. You're never gonna convince Maki. Okay.
Hey,
Maki finished investigating up here. Should we perhaps check under the
By
floor?
the way.
Seems pretty dark down there. Should we use for light?
that's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, it should be fine.
Okay.
And I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Pulled out the floorboards near the hole. Monkey took the candle. Then we carefully made our way through the hole under the floor. Yep. It's a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
There's blood in 2 different spots.
Well,
Proof that you found no clues or calling around the dusty space.
Okay.
Yeah. And look, there's blood in 2 different spots, and one's still dripping. Blood dripping on the flaps on the floorboards. Fresh blood, it's definitely Tenko's. Dried blood. There's blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But it's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, in the back of the floorboard there's blood on it too.
Ah,
You're right, there's a little bit of blood under the underside of the floorboard.
what do you mean?
Tenko's blood splattered when she got killed?
that's true.
I wonder, I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
These blood stains are completely dry. I wonder if maybe she got hit and she lost a little blood and flipped over and then stabbed the way it looked like it came from above rather than below. Okay. I'm thinking she got stabbed twice, probably. Look at that part of the crossfit sports floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
And near the loose floorboard, there's a portion missing in width too, from what I can see of it.
That's true.
It wasn't broken off naturally, it was cut by someone. Should be some saws in the warehouse that you could have used that. The question is why? Another crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then
So what purpose did this serve? Floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? Okay. Oh. Bloody sickle. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
Blood and sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this?
This came from my research lab. It did?
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide under your clothes too.
Well,
She detected this. She wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
that's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade would fit through the gaps in the cage, but wouldn't reach her neck.
That's
The
true.
cage is 3 feet high, and if you're able to stab through a 6-inch blade, and depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible, then her posture is the question.
Hey,
Hey, if that weapon is down here, the culprit must have blown it away. Thrown it away, right?
It's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw a sickle underneath the floorboard in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either way, that's possible. Alright, we will continue investigating more next time on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. I think it's really funny for you guys. It'll be like, I don't know, a day or two later. I don't know exactly how I'll be releasing these episodes. But for me, like, I won't be playing this until next weekend. I do roughly 4 episodes in about 40-minute batches. So it'll be like a full week for me before I come back to this. So when I come back to this and the next batch of 4 episodes, we'll probably finish investigating and get a good chunk into the murder trial. So thank you so much for joining. Like, subscribe, and share. It all really helps. And as always, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. See y'all later.